Yeah, here he is. I'll just jump in right now, I guess. So, sidderssound.squarespace.com. Here we go. And I'll just, I'll get... Sorry. Is it Cubby? Or Kubi? I don't know. I don't think he's from... Where was he from? Norway. Maybe it's Kubi. I don't know. Anyway, Jesse Sidders. Here we go. Matt, are you good to go, man? Can I start this thing? I'm gonna crank the zoom on this guy. Is that good? It's pretty huge, right? Should be alright. So, of course, if you're new around here, what we do is we look at the reel, but we generally begin with the website kind of on the whole. I mean, the idea being that if Jesse Sidders, for example, was to submit this reel to some audio company, a studio or a dev studio or whatever, then certainly it'd be like, here's my resume, here's my website. So they look at the website, and here we go. So right away, first thing you see, portfolio, excellent, good, Jesse. And by the way, is Jesse here right now? I don't think that he is. I'm curious if I can find this really fast. The actual tweet that came our way. Because I think I replied saying, will you be there? But I don't think he actually got back. Yeah, he just said, okay, cool. So he may or may not be here. We'll find out. Hey, Liznick. So, here we go. Yeah, no problem, Matt. I heard, so no problem at all. First thing, boom, there it is. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Okay. There's a lot of stuff on this front page, wow. So, I guess we'll look at the site real fast. We'll come back to the main page again. About this guy. Excuse my throat, too. You're in Vancouver, Canada? What's up, man? I didn't know that. A VFS? Did I know that? I don't think I knew that. What is up? Were you at Full Indie last night? Hi, my name is Jesse, and I am a game audio sound designer currently located in Vancouver, Canada. I graduated from Vancouver Film School in 2016, and I'm currently looking for new opportunities. Plural, not apostrophe. Credits. PSI or PS1? Is this PS1? Yeah, you should be coming for sure. I can't really give you nonsense for not going to the game audio meetup because I often don't go myself like a fool. I should go to those more often or at all. Gord is so gracious as to put this thing on with Matt and so forth, and everyone's there. It's something I should go to. Okay, so PC underwater survival horror game. Okay. Great. Soulbound PC action adventure. Okay. Raw, the film. Sounds on Fire. Male gaze, short film. Alright, cool. Well, let's go to the... Oh, let's just go to main page? Yes. Alright, portfolio time. Let's do it. I'm going to make sure that I'm all cranked up. I'll have my sidechain off. Google Chrome is now full volume. Press play. This is now full volume as well. We'll go full screen. Alright, let's do it. Let's see what's up. Whoa, is that it? What? What's happening right now? Sorry, 1 second. What's going on? This is... What? Okay, let me just play from here again. This is now again, I guess, just to remind you. We'll carry on. We'll carry on here. This wasn't the same thing, wasn't it? Did we just see this? I'm pretty sure we just saw this. Oh, 5-1 reboot. Maybe you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks. What's going on? 1:36 of 2 minutes. Is this my machine messing up right now? I feel like it might be on my end. Let me go to the actual page and see what's happening here. This says 1:33. The other one said 2 minutes. What even happened? Look at this. 1:36 of 2 minutes. And this one says 1:33. What the heck? What is... Let's try this one more time, guys. That might have been actually something on my end. Let's see here. Let's skip through. Let's skip through this thing. Okay, yes. Carries through. Yeah, weird. What the heck? Okay, yo, so it was something weird. See, if you look through here, we're gonna just thumbnail. You can see it, and now one of the waves thing, right? Just something super strange on YouTube's side, or embedding or something. I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the thing is though. Okay, hey, okay. So right away, Matt says something very astute. Okay, first off, oh no, you know what? You know what happened here? Something bad just happened to you guys. Something bad happened. I'm really sorry about this. Something really bad happened. I've got no applause at the ready. I knew I was forgetting something. Here we go. Thank you. There we go. Thank you very much, Jesse. There it was. Oh no, no, I'm so sad about that. Is it here? No? Here? There it is. Okay, applause. There's the applause. Apologies. It's a finely tuned engine here at Power Up Audio. Alright, so, FL represent. Barney, you got it. Okay. So, a few thoughts right away. Okay, so first off, there's some really strong design in here. It's pretty cool. I like this opening. It's pretty rad. I'm curious. There's some polished things. And so what we're saying, I'm just gonna catch up in chat too. So honestly, I get bored anytime I see one of these waves. Yeah, Need for Speed contest clips. Yes, I've seen this clip like 30 times probably. It's really, yeah, it's tough to be fresh with it. I mean, even if it's really good, even if it's great, it's like you've just seen it so many times, you know. It's like Shell in the Pit says as well. Gordon McGladdery, of course, he says. It's a really fun project, but I've seen it so many times my brain tunes out. Yes, likewise. So I was watching it being like, yeah, okay, cool. And it's you're comparing against 1,000 other student projects. And the thing is too, here's the thing about this project is when I see something like for example, Barney Oram doing the Unreal thing. He's like, here's all these things I did personally to make this project. Even if it's not great, if it's good at all, if it's got promise or if it's got some good stuff in there, that alone is so valuable because it shows that Barney took the time, or whomever might have submitted the thing, took the time to do a thing on their own accord, like of their own volition, right? They didn't have to do it. Like this kind of thing, This piece exists because he was in school. Does that make sense? Like this piece right here was for sure done for a student project. And the thing is, having a portfolio from a school that puts out a lot of students that have sound design portfolios, and having stuff in that portfolio that is the same as every other student's portfolio, it might be good, and it might stand out as a strong piece of sound design, but it isn't nearly as effective as something that you've done just because you wanted to. Because the thing you wanted to shows you have interest, and not because you're in school, you know? And I'm not, of course, I'm not making an insinuation that Jesse has no genuine interest in sound design. Of course, I can assume he does, but this kind of thing, it just doesn't really help that much. It just shows things you did because you had to, because you're in school. So, would you guys say the same goes for the Limbo demo stuff with Wise? Well, that's a really common one too, you know. But the thing is, that's way more involved, and you can do some kind of cool stuff with that too. More so than this kind of abstraction, or it's an exercise in abstraction. You know, you're not just doing sync everything. You're doing some more kind of out there stuff. Whereas Limbo, I think, is a more test to implementation shops and such, which is a bit more informative than something like this. Okay, Gordon says, my thoughts, really, really good synthesis, good detail, and cool-ass sci-fi sound design. +1 to that, absolutely. My main issue is that the whole reel's at 11, which specifically for my company isn't often what we're looking for. That's a good point. So, of course, Gord's talking about the dynamics of the entire thing. This is... It's like... balls to the wall the whole way through. It's a bit up and down here, which is nice. But still, it's like... every time. There's so much... There's so much of that in this reel, but it's like, it's okay. It's pretty cool. There's some more, yeah. LFOs on LFOs. There's some more. It's a lot of that. Okay, so let's just back out. Let's back out of details for a second here. Let's talk about just presentation, okay? And actually, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about having some kind of categories to look at, you know, like presentation and just overall sound design. And I'm not sure like other show like passion or interest. I don't know. We could talk about the categories as far as what we would look for the most, Matt or Gordon, anybody else in the chat really. But first off, presentation. This is fine. You know, I'm glad you have a way to contact you. You don't really need to put an at like this in here because bots can't read video, but maybe it's a stylistic choice. I saw right away this spelling error, replacement. It's like this kind of thing. It's not going to affect someone's view of your sound design ability, but just in terms of, you know, putting those details and those finishing touches and making sure that you can check your own work. This kind of thing shouldn't make it to your final reel. Not a big deal. The Blizzard's a bold choice, but it's like pretty good. So good job. You know, it's probably. I can safely assume it probably isn't as good as the original, but I haven't seen the original recently. But yeah, it's a bold choice, but it's done pretty well. So we'll carry on. This is. Did it say it again here? I forget. Or is that just due to the error in the video? Do you recall this? It said like Jesse Sidders again. Oh, something weird there, some weird fade artifact, but whatever. Was it here? Or maybe... Okay, no, it was just for the weird video we watched first. Super weird. I don't know what the hell what happened that first time. It's like an embedding issue or what, but anyways. So for example, yeah, so Matt's saying it shows attention to detail that can be super important. You can be a great designer, but if things point to a lack of attention to detail, it makes people wonder how far that goes. Absolutely, and for a company like ours, for PowerUp, we always stress the importance of, you know, nailing the broad strokes and nailing the details, and having a time for both as far as attention to both. So if you're nailing the broad strokes as far as here's the reel, boom, it shows interest, it shows ability, but the details are lacking, then Yeah, all it does is it gives someone something to wonder about. And if that wasn't there, if it just simply said replacement, we wouldn't be talking about that right now. So, Blizzard's bold, but it's also very common because they're liberal with their rights. I prefer something that took a little more digging. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's actually talk about the. Okay, so that other thing is that this is all redesign. This opening bit, is this like the same? So what was this again? This third part? So there's no title here saying what this is. You know? Like this had the StarCraft II Legacy of the Void complete sound replacement redesign of 5.1 mix. Cool. This said Waves Need for Speed Shift sound design competition 24-hour deadline provided source audio. Cool. And then this next bit just goes right into this bit here. Is it StarCraft again? Like I don't know what this is. But it appears to be, right? Like it sure looks like the same trailer. Same dude? Or same dudes? In which case, I question why it was split up like this. It's kind of weird. I mean, maybe the trailer is long or something and they just made 2 cuts. It struck me as kind of strange. It was like, hey, remember that thing we did earlier? Here's some more of that. Considering that by the time we finish Waves, we are at 1:04. You don't need more of it. But the thing is, this is sick. This hit is really cool. I like this a lot. This is great. That's wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so as far as design goes, like Gord said, there's a lot of really cool sci-fi stuff and like rippling LFO stuff and really neat kind of evolving textures. I think that he nailed it for some of it, but there's other parts where it sounds kind of disconnected from what's happening, you know? Doesn't sound like it's from this space. It just sounds like it's just whoa, going crazy left and right, but the thing's right in front of us. So for example, right here, I really get that feeling. It's like, but it isn't. It doesn't really sound like it's from this thing. It just sounds like it's a neat pad or something. Kind of felt a bit disassociated. Was sync off on some stuff? Did you see some stuff off sync? I didn't catch it the first time. Maybe. Maybe we can scrutinize like crazy, I'm sure. This is great. Yeah, the weight's there. Feels good. Oh, and sorry, Matt did mention music in a sound design demo is a questionable choice. If you didn't do the demo yourself, or the music yourself, then that should be right here. If you did do it, that should also be right here. This says complete sound replacement. Right now, I don't know if you did the music also. Because the music was pretty cool. It's pretty good, but I don't know if you wrote it. So if you did, that should be something you know. And we've talked about this like plenty of times before too, that if you did write music, you should say so because that's something you should take credit for. And if you didn't, you got to say so because it's something you don't want to be mistaken for taking credit for and being, you know, accused of, well, being A, careless, or B, just simply plagiarizing. Hey Bean, what's up, man? The Need for Speed clip had too much going on in the ear with no action on screen. Wouldn't have been a good chance for subtlety. Yes, perhaps. That's... That's pretty cool. Strong. There's like a weird fade thing happening here, but I don't know. Like double fades in, see that? I don't know what's happening there, whatever. Hey, Steak! Yeah, I don't even want to watch this bit. It's just like, it just doesn't interest me at all. But yeah, it's just, Jesse, it's not that your design's bad, it's that if... There have been so many, I mean, I'm speaking from a personal perspective, but as I can say with a lot of confidence that this piece is in a whole lot of student demo reels. A whole lot. And I think it's a good thing to have for the time being, but you should definitely endeavor to replace it with something else that's a bit more original, and just do some digging for like some weird trailer. Gordon and I were talking about this recently. We were talking about how everyone uses like the Overwatch thing recently, or they use StarCraft or World of Warcraft or whatever, because these trailers are sick and they're so fun to look at and design, right? But the problem is, as we've gone over again and again, being that inevitably you get compared to the original, and it's a really bold choice for that reason. There's so much going on. You know, pick something weird. Like, I mean, we look at like our site for a second. Like, if I look at powerparty.com and we go to media, like, you could pick anything in here, man. Like, pick freaking Stormblades. You know, like a game from Kilu, a mobile game trailer. You know, there's some great mobile game trailers out there. This is a cool trailer to design. There's some great, like, Foley stuff. No one knows this game's trailer. You know, if you redesigned this thing, and you sent it off to, like, Blizzard or something, and said, hey, look at this thing I made, they'd be like, sweet, cool, and it would be new information for them. So right away they'd be dialed in. They would be like, oh, this trailer that we did, and we did better, you know? Do we all get permission to power up? Yes, feel free. Of course. Go do awesome stuff. I'm not going to sit here and say we're the best. You know, there's a lot of talent in the industry. If you can do things, not even better Metrozol, but just differently, you know? If you just do it different, then great. And if that different way is, like, objectively better, then go for it, totally. I mean, if you... See, here's the thing, too. This is something that we do occasionally when we're looking to land a given project. We'll, maybe I could even show it on stream. I should ask about that. See if it's like something we've done recently or like a long time ago. I'd be really curious if. Oh man, I'd be curious if it'd be cool with that. But basically, this is something Gord does also. I'm sure many other designers have done as well when they're looking for a gig, freelancers especially. So if you're looking to have some designed work that's redesigned and it will most benefit you, then for us, for example, let's look at like Secret Legend, okay? So Secret Legend was a game that was referred to us, and we were kind of in talks for a bit, being like, is it a good fit? I don't know. And we just fell in love with this game at first sight, and we captured about 30, 45 seconds of video, something like that, and just designed this gameplay as if it was sound in the game. It's just a linear mock-up, of course, like a linear timeline. We don't have time or the capability to even put sound into the game, right? So you just capture some gameplay, fade it across, and boom, here's your thing. So Metrozol is saying, do not submit companies' trailers back to them. Well, yeah, you totally could, because if you submit Blizzard, like a Blizzard trailer, to them, and you're really good, and you do it completely fresh in a way they didn't think of, or they just didn't do at all, that can be really impressive. That just, you know, to exercise the fact that you have free thought and you have originality and you have the chops to pull it off. Like, these are important things. And as a freelancer looking to impress a given development studio or developer, then if you capture material from their project and say, hey, look, this is what a relationship with us, with me, might resemble. Like, this is what your game would sound like with me at the helm, as far as sound design goes or music goes. That can be very powerful, absolutely. So it's much more powerful, certainly much more powerful than a Need for Speed Shift Waves thing that employers have seen 1,000 times. So, anyways, but yeah, you could do like Necrodancer or Darkest Dungeon. Like, you could do a lot of these. And some are kind of animated and stuff, but I mean, you could totally do it. Totally. Why not? So, let's go back to the site here, and I'm going to just scroll down a bit. This is my 2016 sizzle reel, showing the best of my work. Cool. Game audio demo reel 2016. This one is how long? 4 minutes long. See what? I want to try this again though. So let's reload the page and play this again, because this says, okay, minute 33 this time. Just some weird thing, some weird YouTube bug, I guess. Sorry about that. So, game audio demo reel. This is 4 minutes long. 4:14. My goodness, it's pretty long, yo. Oh, and sorry, Rubric. Yes, it's a mobile game. It is indeed. It is indeed. It's a game from the same fellows who made, well, the same large studio that made Subway Surfers, that has like hundreds of millions of downloads, just insane. So, third-person action RPG. These are like, okay, this is a demo reel of your work, man. Oh, dude, put this in your sizzle reel. If it's good. Hey, Echo of Soul, thanks.
I was standing right in the middle.
See the enemy over there? A little possession can take you a long way.
Yeah, a lot of spelling and grammar errors. This is the back to the details thing again. But this is great. Like, it's not like amazing, but this will always go farther than redesign. Whether it's something amazing from StarCraft or something they've seen before from Need for Speed, this is way more relevant to what a developer will be looking for. This is cool too. Little bits and pieces. You could for sure throw like a bit from here, like 10 seconds from the game, 10 seconds from here, and just leave it at that, and then carry on. This is like a lot to look at. I'm not gonna look at all this. Integration, implementation, wise. Spell check, man. Spell check, please. We'll skip some more here. So yeah, make this again, but make it way shorter. Way shorter, man. Also, it's dropping off on me. Oh well. StarCraft 2, here's the full redesign. Okay, so is this like the full trailer? 3 minutes? Okay, so you did a full version of it. I understand now. Hello, thank you. Didn't sound like it was from this. So, yeah, cool. But like, this is, it's great that it's here. The thing is, if people love this, they'll scroll down and see the rest. So you don't need to put a full minute of it. You can put like 20 seconds and you're golden. Just pick 20 seconds you love and leave it at that. Okay, yeah, waves, of course. Got it. Gargoyles car chase. So what's this? This was a sound effects edit I completed while at VFS. The objective was to edit in the sound to main cars, as well as interaction. Cool. Alright. And again, student stuff is like, it's okay to have that, but it definitely doesn't go nearly as far as stuff you did because you wanted to. Yeah. And it's like, alright. And see that car chase everywhere, haha, yeah. yeah. VFS thing, Barney, yes, also. Raw the film, Wrath of the Lich King. This is not how you spell Lich, I don't think. More Blizzard. More Blizzard. I don't want to, too scary. Too scary, okay, let's move on. 436, so let's move on from there. Thank you very much, Jesse Sidders. Thank you, yes. And contact-wise, oh yeah, portfolio, this, I feel like this probably doesn't need to be here, this right here. Just go, boom, work examples, and right away, your sizzle reel. Okay, so sorry, TLDR is sizzle reel. Kill off the waves thing, put in stuff you've done that shows implementation, and make it shorter. Done. And do your, spell check, polish work too. Alright, so then... Yeah, contact, like you can put this here in contact. That's the best place for it. Form bellow. Yeah, man, you really gotta do a once over of your whole site and get all your details in place. So we'll close this off, close this off. Back to Ember, thank you. Oh, it's so